guys for tuning in. The God in me salutes the God in you. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to my channel. My name is AGoddess Love, and I am your abundant living coach. I teach you how to be made whole in your body, mind, and your soul by raising your vibratory frequency through love, laughter, kindness, service to others, eating a healthy diet, and just by aligning yourself with the attributes of God. All right, you guys, so today I'm out here on my spirit walk, and I said, you know what, let me turn the camera on and just kind of share. Look, y'all, I got my mic today. I hope it worked. I hadn't used it in a while. I actually kept forgetting it, and yeah, I hope it worked. I hope you guys can hear me. But anywho, I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of my journey, as far as like, we grew up in the Baptist church until I was like 8 years old, and then we transitioned into non-denomination. And my pastor Harlow White at the time, was freaking phenomenal. Like, the message that he taught, it wasn't like traditional church, the Harlow White Ministries. It was more like a meeting place for spirituality. And so he taught us that we are God's, and we're pretty much spirit beings having a human experience, and we were one with God, and we should not think that we were separate from God. So he didn't teach us, God is in the sky and separate from us or anything like that. So his whole message and delivery was about us being one with God. Know ye not that ye are God's, and I and my Father are one, and things of that nature. And so, as time went on, now he didn't claim to be Christian or anything like that. It was just non-denomination. And so, as time went on, I guess we claimed to be Christian, my family and everything. And maybe about 10 years ago, I had a conversation with, I believe, my dad first. And I was telling him about all the things that kind of bugged me about Christianity. And my dad was he understood the issues that I was having with Christianity, the belief system and everything. And then I had a conversation with my mom about, I told her I am denouncing Christianity, and I didn't want to be a Christian anymore because I didn't like how Christian people acted. And I said, they are some of the worst people. When you go to restaurants and things like that, they act awful, like, to each other. And what Pastor White taught us, his whole message was about love, loving each other, and forgiveness and kindness, and just let the love of God in you flow. And I couldn't understand how people said that they love God and they misbehave so badly, And so then I started to understand everybody's concept of God is different. And so that's when I went on a journey within myself and said, you know what? My concept of God is not this judgmental, egotistical, narcissistic type of God, like where you're just judged for everything, and he'll damn you to hell if he don't get his way. And I did not love and grow up loving and honoring God presence like that. Like, the God that I know and love and admire is a God of love and peace and harmony and joy and abundance and forgiveness and kindness and all of those attributes. And so I had to learn not to accept other people's concept of God. And so I'm very grateful and fortunate, at an early age. Like I said, we left the religious system, being Baptist when I was 8 years of age, and then we transitioned to non-denominational, which Pastor White taught us about love, liberty, and life. And so, where am I going with this, you guys? A couple of weeks ago, I had a paradigm shift, and I couldn't understand. Like, Christianity taught, to me, it seemed like Christianity taught us to always be begging God for something. And I remember about 15 years ago, I know this video might seem like all over. I didn't write them down, but I just kind of want to share. So, a few weeks ago, like I said, I had a paradigm shift. And actually, let me go back to maybe about 10, 15 years ago. I used to listen to gospel music, and I love gospel music because that's where I was at that time. But then I came to the realization that this gospel music is keeping me in this forever loop of wanting, needing, begging, sadness, depression. And all the time I thought that I was praising my way through some things, and I was, you know what I'm saying? But when it got to a point where I wasn't needing to overcome life stuff, I was still listening to that same music. And then it dawned on me, the more I listen to this music, the more I'm going to be needing to overcome something. And so I decided to change about 15, 20 years ago. I decided to change the music that I listened to, the gospel music. And I used to sit and wonder, like, why it seemed like everybody is so disconnected from the presence. And I couldn't get with that. And the whole separation from God, I couldn't get with that. I couldn't get with that teaching. It just never resonated with me. And so when I decided to denounce Christianity, it wasn't because, I'm not bad-mouthing Christianity or anything like that. Like, I needed that as a part of my journey, when I was in my teenage years, in my early 20s, and it got me to this point. And so I just don't resonate with their concept of separation from the infinite presence within us. I don't resonate with some of the teaching, like number one, what's that song, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound or something that saved a wretch like me. Well, first off, I'm not a wretch. And it took the God in me one night to give me this dream. And this dream, I was singing Amazing Grace. Now, this is what God gave to me. My inner God self gave to me as I was waking up. The dream said, Amazing Grace, how sweet the walk that saved the rest like me. See the difference? And so I started having these different encounters with my higher God self that I can't explain, but I know that they are happening. And so I also remember maybe about 6 to 8 months ago, I was at the massage place, and I was getting a massage done. And while the massage therapist was working on the left side of my back, right in the middle part, I kind of dozed off, and I went in between being all the way asleep and all the way awake. I was right in the alpha state. I believe that's the alpha state. And I remember having this vision while I was in between sleep and woke. And there were 3 looked like African women. And it happened so fast, they just appeared. And they said, Christianity confused you. And then I jerked. And I got up, and I'm like, wait, what? And I allowed the man to continue to massage. But see, here's the thing. Whatever the area that he was massaging, something was trapped in me. And it came out during that time. Because see, what I believe is our DNA remembers. And our cells know and they remember. And I'm having this awakening. And everything that I know, I am now attracting to myself people that is confirming what I've been knowing, and I haven't been able to put words to what I know. And so about 2 weeks ago, I came across this YouTube channel, and I'm gonna say I was divinely guided to this YouTube channel, and it was just talking about spirituality and who we are as gods. And it resonated with me so. And I'm like, this is it. Like, this is exactly what I have been talking about. This is exactly what I've been saying, over the years. And I know my family may think I'm a little nuts, because I've never really followed the norm, of what everybody else was doing. Especially growing up in Christianity in the black church, you expected to talk like them, think like them, walk like them. And I've just never been that person. And I'm okay with that, I had to learn. But here's the thing, you guys. Some of you may be experiencing the same type of awakening that I am experiencing, or that I was experiencing. And you may be stuck, like, my higher self is saying this to me and pulling me in this direction. But everything that I've been taught and everything that I know is over here. And, you don't want to seem crazy for, being pulled in a completely different direction than your family and your friends and everybody that you know. And it's an interesting journey, and sometimes it can be a lonely journey. You know what? My dad, sorry y'all, I'm getting emotional. But before he transitioned out of this realm into the spirit realm, he understood me and he knew me. And everything that I felt, everything that I was seeing, my visions and my dreams, and just everything, he knew, and he was able to help guide me and lead me and teach me and explain to me and help me understand that, you're not crazy. These things are happening. You're becoming more aware of yourself, of your inner God self, and there's nothing wrong with you, and I have to constantly remind myself, because I feel like I'm on this journey alone. Except for my children, all 7 of them, they get it. But the other part of my family, they really don't get it. And I know that it's okay. And every man in his own order. And everybody in their own timing. And sometimes it feels sad, because you look at the world, or you look at the people that you love, and you look at how stuck they are in tradition and in religion. And it's hard for some people to break free out of religion. Like, religion really is a mind virus, and it's a stronghold, and it's crazy because I feel like they just don't get it. But guess what I'm starting to understand is not for them to get it right now. The God in me is showing up for me, and I have to know that the God in them is going to show up for them. And so I got to a place in life, I don't care about what nobody think about me, as far as what I believe or the things that I am starting to understand. And it's heartbreaking at times when you watch your family, the people that you love, continue in that cycle of just being stuck. And I am very grateful for the God in me that I know and that I love, and that has always led me and guided me, and just my life journey. Like I'm grateful for it. And I you know what? I never understood, you guys, why people couldn't understand that we're one with the infinite presence and power of God, that we are these wonderful beings that have all of this power and knowledge and wisdom, and all we have to do is tap into it. And it amazed me how people would take certain Bible scriptures and choose to believe the doom and gloom, but they wouldn't choose to believe that ye are gods, or I and my Father are one, or count it not robbery to equal yourself with God, or God is love and peace and joy and happiness and harmony. They would choose to believe, like I said, the doom and gloom, like you're gonna burn in the lake of fire for hell. Burn in the lake of fire forever, or God is gonna damn you to hell forever. Like they choose to believe that versus, but again, like I said, it's all about your perception and your concept of God. And I am just very grateful for Pastor Harlow White and the things that he taught about being one with God. And when I heard that message, as a little girl and just growing up in the ministry, it resonated with me. Like my spirit just knew what it knew. Again, you guys, I'm just grateful. So I just wanted to share this video with those out there that may be struggling with Christianity and spirituality. It's a difference. And right now I am reprogramming myself and changing my language around just the things that I've been taught. I never did like trials and tribulations. I never did like that. I never did like there's a season for this and a season for that. And I just could not understand how come it can't be ongoing peace. How come it can't be ongoing love and ongoing, prosperity and, all of that. Why do it have to be a season for, all of these things, like this roller coaster, that the Bible talks? But the more that I disconnect myself from it, the more that I am experiencing this balance, this harmony, this love, this joy, this peace. And I'm not saying that my life is always like this. Like I don't have my growth opportunities, because I do, but I have more balance and harmony than not, or than before. I came into this awareness, and I was telling my mom, I was like, Ma, I just had another paradigm shift. Like there's no way I could go back to believing how I was believing. There's no way I could go back to even speaking the language, that churchy language. Like I look at some of my videos and I was like, wow, look at where I was. I still believe that there was no separation between us and the infinite presence. Like we are the infinite presence. I still believe that, but I still had that Christianity or that religious language that I was speaking. And so I am changing my language in this moment, because I also learned that your words are very powerful, And the language, the things that you speak from your lips is going to go forth and create your reality. And big or small, it doesn't matter. You're God, and everything that you say is going to go forth, and it shall not return unto you void. I know y'all know that. And that's very real. And so I'm very aware of the language and what I'm saying, and not just what I'm thinking, but what I'm speaking, from my lips. But I just want to encourage you today, you guys, if you are at a crossroads in life, it is okay to be where you are. And I just want to encourage you to keep going in the direction that your higher God self is pulling you in. It's not going to lead you wrong or lead you astray or anything like that. Like, your inner God self is waking you up. Like, we have been in this slumber for such a long time, and a lot of the planet is having an awakening, and of course we have to awaken. But see, it's not just one awakening. There are many. It's like they said, a coming of Christ. Well, Christ is constantly coming. It's an ongoing thing. The Christ in us is constantly being revealed in us. Like, we're always it's a new part of us is being resurrected. Like, people think that the coming of Christ is this one-time event that's going to happen with this physical person. Yeah, with us, the physical person is us. The coming of Christ is us, the Christ coming in us. Like, but anyway, you guys, again, I just wanted to encourage you to keep going, to continue to be led and guided by the God in you. And once you get to the other side of your feelings of maybe loneliness, your feelings of nobody understand you, your feelings of, I know this, so maybe I should just stay here because it's safe. No, get to the other side of that. Continue to move, continue to grow. I always say life is constantly moving us onward, upward, forward, Godward, right? Continue to move in that direction, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I realize that Christianity has embedded so much fear in us, and it's a lot of things that we don't want to say, or don't want to this, or don't want to that, because of fear. And I'm so annoyed in this moment that this has been happening, but it's the reality. Like, I found myself not wanting to say certain things, and then I had to, I life coach myself all the time. And I sit with myself and I write it out. Where did this come from? And it's a lot of stuff that was birthed out of fear, or it was just a lot of fear embedded, in us. And anyway, you guys, I just wanted to share that today with y'all. I want you to know I love y'all so very much. Maybe you have been praying for a deeper relationship with your higher God self, or maybe you've been praying to go to higher levels with your God self. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, the universe, the Holy Spirit has led you to this channel, and for that I am eternally grateful. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in and connecting with me today. I want to thank you for allowing me to share my journey, in hopes that it will enlighten you on your journey. And so please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it with your family and friends, leave me a comment in the comment section, and just share with me if you have been feeling anything that I have talked about in this video. I would love to hear from you guys. Go to my website at AGoddessLove.com and visit the wonderful things that we have on the website. Also, I want to give a shout out to the sponsors of this video, which is Durham Hair Products. Great company. Look how long my locks have become just using their products. I use the Blessed Oil and the Resurrection Hair Treatment, and all natural and organic products, you guys, handmade, and no preservatives, no chemicals, no none of that. and I love it. It grows my hair really good. It keeps it hydrated and moisturized. Their website will be in the not in the comments, in the description, but the company is Durham Hair Products, DAURHAM hairproducts.com. Go to their website, check them out. I promise you, you will not be dissatisfied. You will definitely be satisfied. All right, you guys. Excuse me. Until next time, be filled with love, life, peace, joy, happiness, harmony, abundance, prosperity, and lots of money. And so it is. Until next time, I love y'all. Ashe. Peace.